Welcome back to the Crafter's Cauldron. Today I'm going to be making a tricolor spiral woven dog toy. This uses 3 different colors of fleece. I've cut them into about inch and a half inch sections, and I'm cutting 4 lengths of each. Each length is about 24 inches long, and since we're doing a spiral with a ridge down it, one of the lengths of fleece is going to actually be used up faster than the others. I just cut them all the same length because it's a little easier. So to start with, I have laid out all 3 of my colors, with my main spiral color being placed directly across from each other, and then the other 2 colors being placed on either side. If you want a copy of this template, I know it's not great for more complex Kumihimo weaving, but it works for this, and this is about the extent of colors you can get on this wheel. I do have a link to a PDF down below, and you can print out the template. I just copied the template onto the bottom of an old plastic bin I wasn't using anymore and cut it out, and I also cut out little sections in on each triangle so that the fleece kind of gets caught. It helps because it's kind of hard to keep tension on all of them at the same time going around on something so big. So anyway, here is another round of the weaving. We're just taking from the right and setting down on the right, and from the left going up and setting down on the left. And then we'll move to our first color, right to right, and leftmost to left. And then the next color, right to right, and left to left. This is creating a spiral with the darker blue in the center of pink on either side. So you'll have a ridge of dark blue and light blue, and then a ridge of dark blue and pink spiraling up around the whole dog toy. I really like making these because my dog is frankly a monster and constantly needs something to distract him so that he does not eat me. He is, I think, 11 months old now, and I'm not sure if you've seen them yet, but my arms are covered in bruises because he still thinks that it's fine to bite me. He doesn't actually bite, but got his mouth open while he's playing. So now that I've progressed all the way almost to the end, I'm going to trim my ends to kind of line up with the dark blue. Since the dark blue is incorporated basically twice, it goes a lot faster. I use these scraps to make cleaning stuff, so like dusters and dust mops. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that later. So now we're just going to finish up the last couple rounds. I honestly just go until the fleece stops sticking as well, when it gets too short to be pulled through. And we're repeating all the way around, giving it a little turn to the right each time, doing the dark blue and then the 2 colors in the middle. It's really calming, honestly. I like weaving a lot, but it's such a process, and Kumihimo is such a nice little, just sit down and do it in your lap. I will say, doing this in your lap is way easier than trying to do it on a table. I've never tried this before, and it was a bit of a pain in the beginning, because if you don't draw the fleece all the way up and out, it gets really tangled. So it's important to, as you're working, kind of keep separating out your ends at the bottom. But we should be almost done here. And then honestly, the hardest part of this whole project is tying the knot at the end. I don't know why. It's a miserable time, but once we're done going around as many times as we want to, so I'm going to release all of the ends from their little pinch points. I feel like that's sacrilege that I have those little notches cut in and I'm pinching the fleece. But I'm just going to try to stretch out these tails a little bit and tie just a huge knot at the end. I find it's a little easier to go down further than you think you should, and then just kind of roll the knot up with your hand, pulling at the tails as you go. But once you've struggled through that horrifying nightmare, there you go. Oh, that's a nice bruise. Pull it really tight, and then we can trim the ends to give it a nice finished look. And there you have a brand new dog toy for the low price of maybe a couple dollars if you're only buying a little bit of fleece. I'll usually buy fairly small quantities in every color that they have, just so I can play with different designs. As you can see, it's about 18 inches long with the ends there. Thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. Have fun with your furry friends, and subscribe to see what bubbles out of the cauldron next.